Thanks for joining into the SEN show on the Schmodown Entertainment Network, produced in partnership with Skybound Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, everybody. Yeah. Whee. It's nice to have you here on this show. What is this show? Oh, it's Sith Council. Oh, no, it's not. It's the movie trivia. No. Welcome to the FCL. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to SEN Live. It's with me, myself, and you, yourself. Nice to have everybody here today. The great Alex, the great Malcolm, the great Steph, and Outlaw and I. Same show here today. Mm-hmm. So, what a nice thing to wake up to. By the way, what a nice thing to wake up to. He-Man, as you guys know, if you've been following me long enough, I have been obsessed. I got the damn thing developed at Warner Brothers while I was there. It was an emotional time for me that I was able to get this thing done, and then this stupid prick stole it from me, little bastard. Wherever you are, Neil, you can scratch your ass. But anyway, either way, I've been very locked in on what they're going to do with Masters of the Universe, how they're going to continue it, and I was very excited to. And this is before we even had the opportunity to work with the man. Kevin Smith was coming on to do it, and it's so weird how attached I really am to this thing now, because not only because I love the property and really think it could work, and I think that Netflix and bringing it back animated first and Kevin's vision could work, but it's bizarre because look, Mark Hamill's in this thing, which is going to be great as Skeletor. That alone, you got me. I'm sold. But Tiffany Smith, in it, which is amazing. Yeah. And how about downtown Griffey Nooms, who plays Orko? I mean, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. Of course, we're on the topic, Alex. Get your shit together because it's Masters of the Universe. This is important stuff. Like when it comes to who's playing Sloppy Farts 3 in Mortal Kombat 6? Who cares? This is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I wish I was playing Sloppy Farts 3. Yeah. Jeez.
Hey, you never know.
No, this is exciting.
You talk about finish him.
Yeah, fan cast me.
So yeah, man, I'm these new images that came out are fantastic. It reminds me. So when I was talking to Kevin on our interview where this takes place after the 80s series that as far as the lore goes, but as far as the look looks like the 2002 series that was on Cartoon Network, which was badass. If you guys didn't check it out beforehand, not a lot of people know about it. But Rocha, did you ever get a chance to see the 2002 version?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, being friends with Michael Vogel, I gotta watch animation stuff all the time. So yeah, definitely got a chance to watch that. And I love these new images. I mean, they're fantastic. Look, I'm an old school Image Comics guy, so the more muscles, the better. The more shadow on the muscles, the better. So this looks fantastic, and I'm a big fan of it. Of course, Tiffany Smith and Susan Eisenberg being a part of this as well.
Massive cast.
Fantastic cast. And so excited to see what they do. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of on the fence. He-Man was the stuff when I was a child, but now seeing this look and all the people involved with it, I'm down.
But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. A lot of people felt that way. The purple tiger and it's so silly. I don't know if that can work. It didn't stem from there. It stemmed from the comic books, which was like kind of takeoff of Conan the Barbarian, but still in a different. It's Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars, and you look at a lot of all of that. It's science meets magic, and the problem was that everybody used to think about it as this goofy 80s animated series. I love that animated series because of the promise of the lore. It's super silly, but when you go to the 2002 version and you look at the way that that's put together, this is why I'm very hopeful for Kevin's series, because I think that what this
King Davidson 906 donated $25. Good afternoon from New York. Wanted to start you guys off right. Adding to the best album topic of yesterday, Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite, and D'Angelo's Brown Sugar. I'm a big R&B guy.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you? So Free Tar says this show is so unneeded. Why would you say that? Like, why?
Is there in the chat?
Yeah, saying about that Masters is unneeded. Like, but why would you say that? Because you don't understand the lore fully and what it could become. Because I think that when you look at what this series is and what I think it's going to, and by the way, thank you for the donation. It's very kind. Please continue that. Streamlabs.com/the We're going to come up with some cool goals in a second. But what it will do, I think that someone like what John just said, if you're watching it, it's the idea of, oh, this actually could be cool as live action. Like right now when you're thinking of it, it's like, nah, it's unneeded. No one cares about He-Man. It's an old property. If there's something cool with the lore and it's put out there the right way, it can work. So, Steph, have you ever been interested at all?
Yeah, I liked He-Man. I wasn't obsessed with it, but I did watch it every now and then, especially with my brother, and I've always liked the property itself. I just watched on Netflix the first episode of The Toys That Raised Us. It just dropped, and the first episode was on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they had the main toy designer, Mark Taylor, who was the lead designer of He-Man, and so I got reignited with it just yesterday, and then this dropped today, and so I feel like I'm totally down for this.
Me too. It just opens up the possibilities of this live action of what it could be, and I would much rather. I mean, this is broken record for me. I'd much rather it be a live action Netflix series as opposed to a movie at this point. But someone had mentioned, I guess, this Noah Centineo, or I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, Centino.
Yeah,
Centino.
So he left. He left the project, and I say this not anything against him at all. Good. I didn't think he was a good fit from the second he was cast.
I could totally agree with that.
Not for this role. Nothing against his acting ability. I don't know enough about him to say whether he's a good actor or not. I just never thought he was the right choice for it. And I'm hoping that there's been so many problems with trying to get Masters of the Universe to the big screen. I have been part of it. I've seen other sides of it. I've heard more reports on it. And it's because of this thing that we're talking about with John. Some powers that be don't understand fully what it is. They just try to grab IP. I can say that I was part of that at Warner Brothers. I remember that when we got it picked up and we got it, the script was in turnaround. For those people who don't know what that means, is a long-winded way of saying that it was available for another studio to pick up. We were able to do that finally. We had the Justin Marks on as a writer, if you know Justin Marks, he's a very talented screenwriter. So that point, we're like, okay, we're gonna get this thing made. But that's when you enter the executives and people who don't understand it. They just see IP. They don't understand what it is. So you get these conflicting of what it should be. Oh, it should be like this. Well, this movie's popular right now. What if we do this? It's like, no. You got to stay. I remember one time this executive, and I won't name the person's name because I happen to like the person as an executive, but they took someone else. Yeah. No, they took someone else. I forget who it was because there was an announcement that Joel Silver, Warner Brothers, was doing He-Man, and the executive walked whoever it was into it. They're showing him the tour of all the studios and production companies, and they go, well, this is Masters of the Universe. We're doing the He-Man movie, and these are pictures of non-Ternia. I'm like, non-Ternia?
What?
Non-Ternia, he called it. And I'm like, shh. Just don't say anything. Just say we're doing the He-Man movie. Look at this, and walk away. Don't try to pretend like you care now because it's a thing. Non-Ternia, and so when you have those types of conversations, like, oh, so and so should be, and they're popular right now. Put that you have to get a powerful enough director, producer to say, no, we're doing it this way. We're putting it together. We're carrying out this lore, similar to what Favreau has been able to do with Mandalorian, right? To where it was like, okay, he's a powerful enough director where you give him the trust. It's already proven IP. It's not a brand new thing. Star Wars is going to work. But my point is, he was able to kind of dive a little deeper inside of the lore with Filoni, and because he's got that kind of pull. Christopher Nolan, when he did Batman Begins, right? They said, okay, here's what you need to do this, do that. After that movie crushed, he had kind of free reign to do what the hell he wanted with The Dark Knight. So I think that's what Masters of the Universe needs. It needs people who don't understand it to back away from it. And I think even listening to Kevin Smith, what happened with Netflix, he wasn't necessarily a massive fan of the property. He was aware of it. He liked it. And I really appreciated his honesty when I was talking to him. He was like, well, look, the Netflix executive that I was talking to, like he got me hyped about it. And he talks about He-Man the way that, most people talk about Star Wars, or the way that the Cobra Kai guys talk about Karate Kid. And that's the encouraging thing with this series. This series is made by people who love the property, who get the understanding of how this thing works. The first time I've heard in a long time, the science meets magic, coming back together with all of that, hearing that music, watching Kevin get excited when that music's coming out, the cast that you have involved. So this is the most hopeful Masters of the Universe project that I've heard about in a long time, and now these images have justified those that bit of optimism for me. Alex, you see these? What do you think?
I think it looks awesome. I'm super excited for it. It's going to premiere on July 23, the first 5 episodes of its 10-episode season. So that's just the week before my birthday, so I know what I'm doing for my lead up to that.
Yeah, when does it come out? When does it come out again? I'm sorry.
July 23 is the first half.
And do we have a rating yet? Do you know what it's going to be rated? NC-17.
Yeah. A lot of nudity. Sure. A lot of nudity.
Orko fucks. Orko fucks.
X.
I used to trash this franchise before because I was a little snobby 10-year-old when the 2002 animated series
You're
happened.
watching French films.
Your French black and white films. Yeah.
Star Wars was the only cool thing.
What is this He-Man? He-Man.
Alex is drinking black coffee at 9 years old.
Naked, playing with the lions.
What is this? A tiger is because cringy. We don't need this. We need to.
No.
What is this?
Also, get me a toy, please.
So, Steph, you got a chance to see the 3-year-old come in here the other day and do the hallway dance, right? The attitude on that kid.
Yes.
The other day, you get another story from
her.
her.
I want to be your auntie.
I'm telling you, man. Like the other day, I said I do. I was carrying her and she started to move. I said, Maisie, don't you do this? And she goes, no, you don't do this. and I said, you don't do this. She goes, you don't do this. And I said, you don't do this. And she goes, you don't do this. It's amazing. This kid's got some attitudes.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah, she really is. She really is.
Full of energy.
Yeah. So, anyway, look, we'll talk a little bit more about Masters. If you guys want to talk about it, whatever we're going to do here, streamlabs.com/Schmodown. Going to try and hit a goal here. I think that we should do something where Rocha pranks somebody this time.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know who we're going to prank, though, but I think it's so easy to prank Gucci. But maybe, the fact, maybe we could prank him again. Prank him again this time and say, maybe, what I did last time? I called him and I said the Barbarian said something stupid. And he doesn't think you're going to be on the show. What if you put him on speaker? You said the same thing, be like, the Barbarian, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'll kill him. Yeah, and we'll be like, I'm leaving. I'm calling Kristian. I'm leaving the faction. I want to see if he'll. So we'll start that one at 500. We hit the 500. We'll prank Gucci. Rocha will prank Gucci on speaker. We'll do that. Whether he picks up or he's passed out behind some restaurant somewhere. Who knows?
How dare you speak about my manager like that?
Who would am I wrong?
Speak about my manager like that.
Am I wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Manager of the year already.
I mean, he's doing a good job. I can't deny it. He's doing a good job. He drafted. I mean, I also don't think it's fair when people turn and they go, "Oh, it's Barbarian." Barbarians help training. There's no doubt about it. But
of course, we're all helping.
I had so many conversations with Gucci. He's like, "You see what I'm going to do? I'm going to shock the world." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, what? He's like, just wait. There's people. These people's people don't even know about these people. And I'm like, all right.
What is he intaking where he
Shadow
like,
Dragon
like
Productions
this?
donated $20. Kristian Harloff, dude, I love your passion about the Masters of the Universe. It never gets old. Also, hi Kate, wait, you are not here. Also, who is the sexy beast behind you? Wait, is that Brett?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that Brett? That's great. What is that? What's he doing there?
Yesterday he was showing us an exercise machine or thing that he got from a flea market.
He looks like what? Rocha, what's the streetcar named Desire character? Stanley.
Yeah, Stanley Kowalski. Yeah,
he looks like Stanley Kowalski's drunk brother.
So Carl Malden. He looked like Carl Malden.
Yeah.
Sounds
like a zookeeper.
Yeah. he really does. He really does. Look at it. It's amazing. So Brett's off until Tuesday, by the way. He's going on a much needed vacation. So
okay.
We're supposed to launch the Goofball show. We're going to do a special launch of it next week, but he's out at that time.
I thought he said something inappropriate. That's usually how you go on vacation.
Right.
Yeah.
In these times,
he's on leave.
He's on leave. Yeah, he's going to be he's taking over Ellen's show.
yeah. Because it was not enough of a challenge for her. And
yes.
That was
Ellen. It was orchestrated thing, Ellen, for Brett Sheridan to take over.
Wouldn't you one time just like to say, so Ellen, why are you calling it quits? And she'd be like, did you fucking see what happened?
Yeah.
Like, did you read? I fucked up. It's over. I made a lot of money. People don't like me as much as they used to. I'm out.
Do you know how much I would love her?
Standing O.
Yeah.
It would be all the claps in the world. I would follow her. I would be like, this my bitch.
If she said, look, I was an asshole to some people. I'm a human being. I fucked up. I was stupid. No. Oh, no. I heard about these things. Terrible that these things happen under my watch. I wish I would have known.
Oprah's where you go when you want to rehabilitate. Such a lot. I was reading that Variety article and I almost threw my computer across the room 2 or 3 times because I know 2 people who've worked on her staff, and she was very well aware of what was going on and encouraged it. And so it's ridiculous. Seriously, it's an orchestrated thing. Falling back on the LGBTQ stuff again, I thought it was such an insult to people who legitimately have to deal with that on a daily basis in their own work environment. And she does it all the time. It was
a PR move. It was a PR move. It was like, hey, so they're going to ask you about this thing, obviously, because we're making the announcement that it's the last thing. Like, here's your answer. When they ask you about it, here's your answer. And instead of,
what you say.
And it's like, because, it just was, to me, I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Even Anne Heche came out in a podcast last week and she said, they were going back through her old Oscars outfits. Anne Heche was wearing something. She's like, I had to wear that because Ellen didn't want me wearing anything too sexy. She made me wear hippie clothes. But that's controlling, though.
She's controlling.
Pizza USA donated $20. What's Gucci eating? Do you really need to ask? He is eating wonderful capitalist pizza here at Pizza USA. Totally non-microchipped pizzas which all Americans should enjoy, or you are hating America.
Listen to this. So, Ellen calls me and asks me to go to Pizza USA. And I'm like, you know about Pizza USA? So I go there. And the things they're making, they're not even making pizza. They're making diamond-studded purses in the back. And I'm like, sign me up. So I started selling them. Go to my website right now, GucciSellShit.com. Yeah.
How much? How much?
How much you willing to pay?
Big bucks.
All right. So Venmo. We'll talk it. We'll figure it out.
Gucci sell shit.
Yeah. .com. .net. .org.
Sure.
Say less. Say less.
Hello.
That's right. All right. What else should we do here? There's a thing that we should do again. I think with a scene. Because you guys did that scene that was great, by the way. With it was Casablanca.
The Casablanca scene.
Oh my God, it was genius.
And it was good because the other thing that happened was that, did you see Matt Link's version of it where he actually dubbed all the voices? So I'd like to hit that. Where did you guys get Casablanca? Was that requested or did you guys pick it?
No, it was requested.
From
so let's get
Marcus McMurray.
What's the craziest character that you do, Steph? Well, it doesn't really matter because you didn't really do that character either way. You just read the lines. So let's do so.
Whatever.
We'll get to whoever gets. Let's get to 800 and we'll do a crazy scene. I wanted to get some outrageous. We'll do some crazy shit, and we'll have, and hopefully whether it's animated voices or whatever it might be. Animated movie would be really funny, where we did voices, and I don't know, it could be funny. It just depends on what the suggestion is. What we should try to do at 700. We should do. You and I should do. Steph, we should do Alice in Wonderland.
Fuck yeah! Let's do it.
So let's see. We'll see. We'll see how we keep going. But at 500, we're gonna prank Gucci with Rocha. For sure, we'll do that.
Yeah.
I got Roxy yesterday.
You did?
Briefly. I got her briefly off air because I was on a phone call with her talking about faction stuff. And then I was like, have you spoken to Steph yet? And she's like, no, why? I said, because she fucked up. And she's like, she did? Why? I was like, on the FCL, she said something pretty inappropriate about one of the guys, like kind of sexualized one of them, and it was a, it didn't go over well. She's like, really? That doesn't. She's like, wait a minute, is this a bit? And I go, yeah, it's a bit. She's like, oh, you should have kept it going. That was good.
Oh my God. No, she told, okay, so she told me, she goes, so Kristian pranked me. I didn't hear that part. And she starts telling it. And I go, my mouth's like gaping open. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything.
So
I was
pranked
like,
you too? So I pranked you too? Great.
She goes, I said it was a prank. And I was like, I didn't hear that.
Oh, that's great. That's good. So I got both of you guys. I've gotten you 3 times now.
Yeah, enough. I feel like J-Lo, that movie, enough.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You like J-Lo?
I'm just kidding.
I'll keep
working out.
Yeah, I almost wanted to get Brett.
I can get Brett.
No, but the problem is that
he's about to get on his flight, so we should call TSA on him.
Definitely call the TSA. Absolutely.
I wish I had friends at the gate, like to stop him.
He has a bag of cocaine inside of his asshole. You
gotta check.
His asshole.
And do me a favor, and yeah, I'll give you the streaming password. Stream it to the channel, and I want you to do a search.
Yeah.
He's a white drug mule. I'm telling you.
But tell him we hit our goal, and he's got to react this to Flirt and Flouse. Oh my goodness! Why are you touching? Oh, it kind of likes it.
Deeper.
No, that's my stink.
Thank you so much. Normally I pay people for this, but this for free. Oh man, so that'd be good. Yeah, and then look, we can always. Kate's always a fun one to get. We did that to her last time. You weren't on the show, Rocha. We did that. She came on, and we all hit a queue where
Josh Barnett donated $20. Hey, all love the show.
Josh.
Kristian, are the recent questions in the Facebook group indicating that the factions are being rethought? I love the current format, and it'd be sad to no longer see Gucci blow a good season every year. Hashtag Duncan.
Hey, mind your fucking business, you little clown. You must have just started watching like 6 months ago. Yeah. He's manager of the year for 6 years. What have you ever done?
Look at Rocha. I like that. I like the.
I love how
loyalty.
Gucci's team rides for Gucci. They do. I don't understand it, but
last year they didn't. This year they do. Yeah. And it is impressive. I think that this is the type of. I think that's the type of team he needs a couple of pros, and then he needs a bunch of rookies. Because he can shape them into, because they're all going to come out of this faction wherever they wind up going. They're all going to have like this attitude that they were taught. They were brought into the league, and this is the thing I like about him. One thing, but this is the thing I like about him is the fact that like he's gonna teach people, play the game, do your thing, know the character. It's as much a show as it is a sport, and that's the difference. That's why some people they don't get it when in the Facebook group. Well, this wants to be. If you want it to be more like a sport, and it's like, and I'm like, it's not just more like a sport. It's a hybrid. It always has been a hybrid, and it always will be a hybrid because it's a show. If I just want, like, there are tons of trivia shows out there. I don't want to do that. I never want to do that, and I don't want it to be. I want it to be a hybrid. I want it to be a 50-50. Right now, to me, it's a little bit more of like 75-25, and I want to get the balance back. I want the balance back.
Also, Gucci is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Like, it's no matter what he says out crazy shit, but it's funny.
Yeah, really and so that's the thing, by teaching the new competitors when they're coming in that this is a show. It is it's character. It's studying. It's wanting to be the best. Like that, to me, that's the best way to teach people coming in, because when people come in and it's just like, well, I just play for the trivia. It's like that's cool, and I hope you do well and everything too, but it's not the way that I can build characters and market certain people and do that, because that's what we're trying to do overall as we're growing this thing and making it bigger. So the thing that I realized as I was scheduling yesterday, because I'm putting together more matches, that there's like 96 people on the roster, and it's too many people, to be honest. And what it does is that too many people are sitting on the bench and they feel like, oh, when am I getting a match? And I'm like, I don't have the room right now. Like, for perfect example is the Barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Barbarian
desperate for a match.
I don't have any room for him right now in a singles match. There's as I look and try to match up, I'm like, it's from the path of everything of where it needs to go. He's not in the picture right now, and I have to put other people in the picture. Like, there's more of an opportunity to get him into a teams match, which is coming up. Like that, and so as I was looking at it, I'm like, if you went down, and I gave a few different options, whether it's to 72 or to 80. Some people are like 10 factions with 10 people. I'm like, I'm trying to cut people, not add people. 100 people is insane.
100 factions with one person.
Right. There's not enough room. So, but I was thinking, and I think that and it was something I didn't even put out there, that I think that I figured out a way to make it all work well, and to make sure, because the other thing I didn't want to do is I didn't want to lose certain people that didn't have an opportunity because they didn't get a chance to play, and if there's less people, and so I had to figure it all out. Plus the fact that one of the things that I saw a lot of people say this, and then I also have a big issue with it, is when we get back to live events and when we get back to the in-studio matches, which is going to be front and center and full steam ahead once season 9 hits, I got to get back to like those Horseman moments and the Andrew Guy moments and and like the Shire Wolves. I have to get back to that. And late last night, I was going through, I'm like, oh my God, I figured out how to do it. Like it was a balance of it. I'm very proud of the storylines and stuff that we have, but it's hard to do certain things that I wanted to do. So I was like, how do you hybrid it, but still keep the dynamic of the factions, still keep the competitiveness of the factions and what it stands for, and that sport element, and really make it that hybrid. And I'm very confident that I figured out how to do it. I don't think that everybody's going to be on board with it, but there's sometimes that you just have to say, you just got to go. I trusted my gut for many years and it worked. So I'm going to do the same moving forward.
Yeah.
There you go. You said it.
If it resonates, it resonates.
Yeah. It basically is just going to be Alex competing against everybody
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make money, that's it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Alex is the key.
Yeah, that's it. And then also the other thing, by going down to like 80, and I was just telling Steph as we started, that means that there's going to be, if it is 80, right, then that means there's going to be 16 new spots at least for the FCL, right? And the FCL will be different, where the FCL right now is, you have, it seems more like a developmental league, but I think that's going to shift away, and I think it's just going to be a separate league. That eventually
I'm going to go into the FCL. I want to go into the FCL.
But you know what, John? The funny thing is, though, that's something that I want to do.
Werewolf donated $25. The candid life talk is amazing to listen to on these shows, and more is better in my opinion. Kristian, appreciate all your work to create and grow the Schmodown. And shout out to the entire panel, you're all winning in life.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I will say this though.
Next topic.
No, keep it down, Alex. What I think is something that's a problem here is if you love the way we're doing it, $25 isn't enough. You're gonna have to send in 100, 200 to really change people's opinions about how to do this show. So if you want the show to change to more life talk, I'm gonna need you to donate at higher levels. So I appreciate that you like what we're doing, but you're going to have to show it to us with a little more of the shekels. Alex, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rocha, is your FCL character going to be the in-law?
No, it's going to be... Oh,
my God.
No. It's going to be your daddy. That's what it's going to be. Yes, right. And I'm going to lord it over you the whole time. I'm going to show up at all your matches and yell at you how you're disappointing me. Yeah.
Think about how the FCL is going to be. There'll be so many new people. Plus the fact that, look, we're still going to open up for auditions next year too, and it's just going to have limited. I just think that for the amount of competition and the level, I mean, even talking to John this morning, we were texting back and forth, and how much effort he's been putting in, and the training that he's doing, and we're talking 7 seasons that he's been in this thing, So it's, but being able to make sure that the best of the best are playing, and then that's FCL is okay. I'm going to get my chops. I'm going to start moving in, because I think that there's a way, like I said, this new way. I think there's a way to maneuver things more and push things and have storylines and make it all work. It's a work in progress, but I was, sometimes like I'll have for example, is that Horseman idea, John? Like when I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, what if we? And I remember walking around my apartment listening to music, saying to myself, all right, what if we had, if it was Inman's been talking about it, and then if we reveal first and it's Inman, but John knows for the first two, and then Riley comes back out of retirement and he takes the hood, and everybody will lose their minds. But if I can get Dan to come in here and do it, and Dan's available and he's able to, then what if we can drop the thing at the very end. He'll come out. We'll put the Shining music on. It's just we scare the shit out of everybody. And to Andrew Guy's credit, because he and I were hot at each other that night.
Yeah, I
because
remember.
he was all pissed off about the John Carlos Stanton thing, right?
Right.
But he's a professional, and because I didn't know him as well as I know him now, and I remember him being all hot about it. I'm like, guys, is he gonna mess with the line now about everything that was going on, because this is the whole beat, and he didn't. He stayed completely on it, and because I remember when we first did it, and I was like, you got to antagonize the crowd, get them going, really get them riled up. He did a great job. And I said, and then Dan comes out, and when Dan comes out, he's like, and then I go after him. I'm like, no, you can't go after him. You got to be scared of him. I was like, because if you go after him, it's going to take away the gist of him coming in. And he's like, I get it. So I'm more like, I'm like, yeah, when you should try to talk to him first, and then Dan will cut you off and go, no, what you say is, and then you just say fine, like a little baby, and run away. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got it. And he hit every fucking beat, and it sold that night.
Yeah.
So that's the type of stuff that, and to be fair, I haven't had an opportunity to really do that because of digital, right? So I haven't even an opportunity to try to do it at live events with this new system. It's just tougher to navigate. But again, I think I've found a way to make that all change and get back to those big moments at the live events, and in general, making things even more competitive than they are now. Because I don't think anybody can argue that the matches are some of the most competitive matches we've ever had in the digital side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
No, yes, the story will only increase in person, but the matches and the competition have, I feel like, elevated during this time. It was a good time, so that now when we're in person, it will be even crazier.
Yeah, and we built talent out, and we built some stuff, and people are asking, does that mean that people out of town are going to get less likely to get put on the roster? No, it's not, because we're going to have next season 9, it's going to be Wednesday is going to be the digital matches, Thursday and Friday will be the in-studio matches, and then obviously live events where anybody could fly out and be part of it. So you take someone like Marisol McKee, right? Marisol lives in Philadelphia. So if she right now is 3-1 as she goes to battle Janine in 2 weeks. Yeah. She's 3-1. So the perfect example for that is, all right, look, if it was today, she's 3-1. And what we can do now is I'm going to book. We have an event booked in New York. We have an event booked in Philadelphia. Well, let's put Marisol on the undercard for that one. And then if she wins in 2 more months, well, then maybe I'll fly her out to the next one, or that potential title match. You put it on you know what I mean? So it's easy to do that with the digital players who are starting to make a name. For rookies, you have them establish themselves. Look at Kate. What is that? What's that background?
I have no idea.
What's that background? What is that?
It's just it's my dad, Kristian. Oh, there we go.
There it is. Very nice.
That's more normal.
That's wonderful.
Hi.
Oh, it looks like every picture on Bonnie's fucking Instagram. Look at I lived in Venice.
Actually, that's more like it.
That more your Bonnie pictures? Yeah, that happens every.
Do you see what I have to do? I have to actually lift them and press them together to even slightly resemble Bonnie.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you can do that.
Johnny Roro, I have not seen
baby. Hi, baby.
There's not a lot we can
seen
do.
you in so long, Johnny Rocha.
I'm jumping to the den. We were talking about that. I'm leaving the den on the precipice, or I'm leaving the Finstock Exchange on the precipice of.
Yeah, but you have, but
Wait,
got
this
to
is
handle.
fantastic.
Oh, I got the prank.
Yeah,
Holy shit,
I knew this
is
was
that
gonna
it?
happen.
But
no.
but I don't know if he's gonna buy it.
Right.
No,
Depends.
you know what? Let's call and Kate, you're gonna hate me for this. At $800.
If it's not me, I'll feel great about it.
If $800, Kate's gonna put Paul Preston on speaker and tell him he's been traded from the den.
Oh no!
And for John Rocha.
Oh, Paul
and a draft pick.
Like it.
I have never hoped we don't hit our goal more than
Oh my God, it'd be amazing. But Kate will call John. I would say Ben Goddard. I would say Goddard. Well, see, the problem is I would say Saul, but he's probably listening right now, so never mind.
No.
Yeah, Yeah, Saul's listening. But yes, all right. So 800. Kate's gonna tell Paul Preston he's been traded from the Den for John Rocha and a draft pick.
Oh, wow.
That's
actual trade that almost happened in the offseason too. So he'll be
there. You go. Oh, that's great. So let's do that. That'll be amazing. Kate will love that. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kate got it.
Who else would it work for? Because like Goddard, I feel Goddard wouldn't fall for it right now because we got him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. You've been watching the show. Someone said that might be a bridge too far. When did you start watching? Hi, my name's Kristian Harloff.
Yeah. AKA Captain a bridge too far. You know what I'm saying? His name's also, you could just call him BTF. He's a bridge too far, baby.
And he could take it.
Yeah.
Who
Paul's
else?
A good prankster. And listen, Paul's a good fucking prankster. He likes getting people, so getting him is fun.
Yes. So we'll get. That'd be good. That'd be a great one to get. So Saul. Yeah. Who else would be Harper? Would Harper believe it?
Harper?
I'm not doing that to Harper today.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Okay.
He's got a match today.
No, not today.
Not today. But he's got a
He's
really important trial. He's got a really important trial.
He's on trial. Oh, he's on trial.
Oh, no, he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a lawyer.
You're on trial.
You're fucking guilty.
Yeah, he is. Who knows? Is he got to put a piece of tape on his mouth?
Wait, that's incredible. He's a lawyer too.
He's a lawyer for the Red Cross. He was in the military. He was JAG in the military.
Oh God.
Lived in Afghanistan on base for a year.
Right. So who, that
got bombed on his first day there. The base got bombed his first day there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I remember them telling that. That's a crazy story.
What a cool story. Not like cool, but interesting.
Well, we can't get him. Well, we can't get him. Yeah, we can't get him. Trying to think, who else could we get on?
Jader? I don't want to do that to Jader.
I never trade me for Jader. No one would believe that at all. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I'd be like, I have to keep the Latin roots.
No, I'm afraid Silvestrini would. I think she'd take the joke once revealed, but I feel like she would get pretty emotional.
But that doesn't make sense. I would trade for a non-Star Wars player.
How to make it?
I think Saul would get emotional over it too. So I don't know.
I could never. I just don't.
Yeah. So I think Paul's the way to go for sure. The other one, trying to think. I'll do it at 1,000.
Ryan Payne donated $20. To paraphrase the great Michael Clark Duncan, don't you put that evil on Kate. Kristian, don't you put that on her. Anyone else but John Rocha to the Den.
Oh, there you go. Well, what if I was gonna say Merle, but I think Merle will get mad at me. But if I do. At 1,000, I'll tell Bateman that we had a long conversation last night with Kaiser after everything we've been talking about, and we're going to do a shakeup, and that he's going to be traded that we're going to do a big trip back to the Den. At 1,000, I'll get Bateman.
Yeah. Do you think Bateman will believe it?
Maybe if I put him on, but the problem, I just have.
Your lawyer Bobby Finstock donated $25. I believe in trial and error, and my client on trial is in error.
It's an error. It's the best. It really is one of the best lines. It is one of the best lines of all time.
These fans who shit on the great entertainment drives me nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen that, Kate? That line?
No.
So it's the trial of JTE, which if you haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. It is a treat. It is one of the best segments ever done in history.
Ryan Nelson just told me we were randomly talking, and he was randomly brought this up and said, Ryan and I are really good friends, Kate. Really, for the past.
I just like to stir every pot I can possibly stir.
And he said the trial of JT is the funniest shit that has ever gone down.
It's amazing. And what was funny about that is the lawyer was Dagnino for JTE. So what happened was JTE was playing Ellis in the Schmodown. And at one point, so this is the old rules where the last round was the betting round. And so JTE, as Ellis is writing down his answer, you see JT look over at Ellis and what he's writing, and it's I don't know if he's looking at points or whatever he's doing, but JT winds up winning the match. Ellis had a perfect game, but didn't bet enough points, and JT won the game, right? So the next week we were like, oh, we watched the footage, and it looks like he's cheating. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a trial, put him on trial, and it was like Alice in Wonderland, by the way, at the end of the trial. And we were like, okay, so we'll have attorneys, and Finstock will represent JTE. Andrew Santino was going to represent was going to be the prosecution. So Andrew called me at the last minute and was like, dude, something came up. I couldn't do it, but he was going to be the prosecuting attorney, and he couldn't do it. So we were like, what do we do? So Ken said, I'll do it. But then Hal Rudnick also showed up with a robot head and called himself Justice Bot. No. And I really got to play some of the audio for it. I got to find it. It's incredible.
So good.
Yeah.
By the way, Andrew Santino wore an all. I was thinking about sending you the picture, Christian. Andrew Santino wore an all denim suit to my wedding.
Amazing.
No.
Really but,
yeah.
But the line.
He needed attention too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It would make sense. The line, by the way. The line by Finstock is one of the most quoted.
There are things you only realize you're ready.
I'll get it in a second here. The actual line, it's incredible.
We're here.
Let me see.
Well, you gotta know, though. It's
sit next to.
It's just
powerful stuff. Okay, all right. So now here's how this is gonna work. Now, Finstock, you're gonna be able to bring in
big vocabulary.
All right. Well, you're gonna bring in some witnesses here. They're gonna come in. They're gonna sit next to Stuckman, and you're going to interrogate, and then Ken can cross-examine.
Yes, absolutely.
So, all right. So bring your first witness to the table, please.
I am going to bring in a guy who is my cohort in.
And you guys can go ahead and say whether or not that you think that right now it looks like the defense has the case or prosecution. This is all for you guys. All right, so Finstock, open up with your statement, please. Here we go. Address the court, please. And where's the?
Hey, Your Honor.
Where's your gavel?
I don't know. Where is it?
Stuckman and everybody else.
Is that Alicia?
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in trial and error, and I believe my client is on trial. It's in error.
All right.
An error in judgment.
All right.
I'm just gonna.
So then how?
It's the Law and Order music in the background for me.
Truly.
So Hal then put JTE on the stand.
I would like to introduce my co-counselor, Hal Rudnick, aka Justice Bot.
Justice Bot. Hal Rudnick from Screen Junkies. You can go ahead and if that fits over your contraption, you can.
Hello.
That works.
Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Please answer truthfully.
Answer the question.
True or false? The bus that you rode to school was shorter than most buses.
Oh, God. False.
Not what I've heard.
Irrelevant.
True or false?
Irrelevant. What are you doing, lawyer?
True or false? You have bought a number of spray paint cans, sprayed the contents into a paper bag, and then engaged what is popularly known as huffing.
False. I have never done any drugs.
Ooh. True or false? You pronounce Liam Neeson's name Liam Nielsen.
That is true. That's big.
True or false? You pronounce Guillermo del Toro's name as Guillermo del Toro.
How is this relevant to the case?
It is to set up the fact that you nailing Stillwater is mathematically. True or false? You pronounce proud Expendables star Dolph Lundgren, Dolph Lundgren.
My pronunciation is not on trial here. It is whether I cheated.
The witness is getting argumentative.
Anyway, so you can go and check that out on.
Oh my God! Wait, who did the interrogation just then?
The spot that was Hal Rudnick. Yeah. So I mean, that was
really good improv on Hal Rudnick's part.
Oh, he's so when he said just he's like, what does this have to do with anything? Because he's setting up the fact of you nailing Stillwater is
mathematically impossible.
It's fucking funny.
Oh, so good, and especially it plays so much better even now when you know of all the history of how many times JT has mispronounced things, and just continually to this day, in the middle of it, we'll have gaffes like that, and it was so good.
Who did he say Bond was in the match against Goddard?
Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton,
yeah.
But did he win that match? I forget. Remind me,
yes,
Kate. Did he win that match?
Here's the thing.
Sure.
He has been playing, to steal Laura Kelly's name, lights out. He has been playing great since back. There's no doubt about it. And a big match coming up here with Lightning Time. So, So anyway, okay. Let's get before we move on. I do want to bring up to you guys, and we've been talking about it. You guys know, I'm excited to continue to talk to you guys about BetterHelp. We are sponsored by BetterHelp, and we've talked about it many times. And I think people are starting to associate us more with BetterHelp. I'm getting a lot of messages about it, and people have been using it, and I'm excited because if there is something that is interfering with you guys being happy or it's preventing you from achieving your goals, I know that even when I was talking with Brett and like there were, especially during the pandemic, there's those moments of just like, oh, I'm just not feeling like myself right now. I'm not it's, I know that right now we're seeing a light, but you're in that, it's been a long year. It's been a long year. And with BetterHelp, it helps assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's a professional counseling, and it's done securely online. There's a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide, and you can log into your account anytime, and you can send a message to your counselor. You get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room with traditional therapy. Sometimes you're sitting around and you feel, I don't know, should I be here? You don't have to do any of that. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if you need to. It's more affordable than traditional online counseling and offline counseling, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life starting today. So visit their website and read their testimonials that are posted daily. You can visit betterhelp.com/SEN live. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, and join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. Special offer for SEN Live listeners. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/SEN live. That's it. Excited to be sponsored by them, and you guys should check them out. Link is in the description.
I know we're not supposed to have favorite sponsors, but I really do love that that's one of ours because it feels good.
You know how many times that I've gotten stuff for, like, whether it's Schmoes No, Schmo Down, anything, from people who are like, hey, your show helped in a time where I needed to laugh, but laughing's great, and it is really great, and it does help. But talking to somebody and not feeling insecure about it, and getting your happiness in order, it is so important. And I think that with the addition of BetterHelp, and especially us getting involved, it's one of
_K_Wolf donated $20. Hey crew, Kristian, has there been any update on when the new themes will be up on the Skybound store? Also, will there be a counselor on hand for the old law when the boss crushes him? #Team Bateman for life.
We're so many burner phones. There's so many burner accounts.
We're a little out from that match, John. We're looking at June. I mean, not too far out, but it's the first time you and Ben have played since breaking up as a faction. Last time you guys played each other, you were rivals back in I think it was season 5 was the last time you played. Yep. And you came away with the victory when you played him. So now
didn't study one bit and beat him. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so now you got him. Now you got him in June. The winner plays either Irwin or Oyama.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling going against Bateman?
Feel very relaxed. Ben doesn't scare me like he scares other people, and I respect how much he's worked hard to get better as a player. And at the end of the day, for all the histrionics and him posting on his Instagram, hey, I got a warning from the Schmodown.
Dr. Fauci donated $20.
It doesn't do
been
anything.
A long year for you and your friends. Let me tell you about my year. Do you have any idea what I've had to deal with? Who I've had to deal with? But no, Mr. Movie Wrestling Guy or whatever, please tell me your problems.
Well, hey, listen. Here's the thing. For a lot of you don't know out there that I had Dr. Fauci in the basement, and I put him in a suitcase, and he was a little guy, so he stuck him in there, and he was worried about it. And he would get a little cold because I live in the East Coast, and he would say to me, he'd go, "Put on the heat." So I'd fire down like a hot dog at him. It was cooked, of course, but I'd fire it down at him and say, "Eat that, Fauci." He's like, "I can't get out. You zipped up the suitcase." So he said, "Oh, shit, he's right." So I would unzip it and jam the fucking hot dog in there and, drop a little water. And he gets out and he's like, "What the fuck? I got to go give some people some shots." And I was like, "All right." So let him out. And, it was a little different in January. So, people wanted me to let him out and it wasn't as pushed in as before. But, hey, we're cool. I'm going over to his house next week for a barbecue.
Do you know you're like a notch away from sounding like Dr. Fauci? Just like one notch.
Hey, thank you, everybody. This is
There
Dr.
you go,
Fauci. Oh, look, you got to put on your mask. That's very fair. You got to put it on, and if everybody else is out there, and well, no, we're not always correct, but we try. We try our hardest. And, in the beginning, it's wear a mask, and we got to figure out. Oh, you shouldn't wear the mask, but at this point, you should wear the mask. So it's you got to figure it out. We don't know. We're not perfect. We're not gods, but we're not stupid. We're not stupid people.
That's really
fantastic.
good. It's really good.
Building.
You are good. You are good.
That's it. Thank you.
Rocha, you haven't had to do Trump in probably so long. How's that feel for you?
You're not on the shows. I've been doing Trump the last few shows I've been on, Kate.
I apologize.
People are trying to bring it
not
back.
on the show, I don't watch it when I'm not either. So
That's
I apologize.
I apologize.
Well, I have to. I bring this back one more thing here. If he was doing President Trump, I clearly would not be speaking because I wouldn't be allowed to speak.
It's true, you'd be dead. You'd absolutely be dead. I'd have thrown you into the middle of the insurrectionists on January 6th. You'd have been dead.
Yeah.
You'd have been dead.
Dr. Fauci, Silvio here. when you're spoken to, make sure you listen to my friend because he plays golf and he's good. You, not so much. So put on your mask and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. My friend's trying to say over here. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Fauci.
Yeah. To this day, you guys have. I know I've played it before, but have you, Kate? Were you a Sopranos person?
I watched a couple. No, ultimately no. But like I would sort of go in and out of it when it was on.
Okay, but you know it well enough to. And yes. Steph, did you watch it?
I'm the same exact as Kate.
All right, enough. So I want to show you. So
I haven't watched it.
The court of law. I hope that she's the same exact as me.
I want to play this. I've played it before in the past. So you guys know Max Cook?
Not worth in the future.
Just quiet your ass. So Max Cook is a buddy of mine, but this is have you ever heard him, Rocha?
Max Cook?
Yeah.
Which one was he? Was he on the show?
Listen to this impression. This is him doing Molt Salty and Tony.
So what the fuck's this now, T? Another fucking fever dream? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Christopher. Give me a fucking break, you camel-nosed prick. I practically lost my whole fucking crew. You didn't lose me, Tone. Not by a long shot. You pinched my so-called fucking camel nose and put me to permanent sleep after that accident. You were a fucking menace to yourself, Christopher. To your wife, to your daughter, and especially to fucking me. Fucking menace to society, right? I'm the fucking problem? All right, take it easy. Jesus fucking Christ, Christopher, what the fuck? I mean, what if it wasn't me in the passenger seat when you was driving on 8 or whatever the fuck? What if it was your little girl?
So how good is that, right?
That is
so
wild.
He did one. I got to play the other one. This one's funny. It's got him playing both Tony Soprano and Dr. Melfi. But then he switches into Junior. So I'll play a little of him talking to the therapist, and then the Junior one. It's really. Oh no, actually, you know what? This is.
I'm so fucking depressed I can't even fucking stand it. You sound very angry. Yeah, that too. But depression trumps it. So what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Oh, big surprise. Nothing. I'm sorry? Look, I don't know what's going on with me, okay? But I got some feelings inside. Feelings I never felt before. I think they call it mourning, but I don't know what that means. In my business, you don't mourn. You move on!
So here's him talking to fucking Junior, which is amazing.
Mr. Six Flags, why don't you dance a little spastic jig for me, and maybe I'll consider riding one of your roller coasters. Hello to you, too. God, fuck it all. I brought you some carrots from my garden.
What am I, fucking Bugs Bunny now? Yeah. What's up, Doc?
I'll just stick them on the kitchen counter.
Carmela sent along those carrots? Good for the eyes, you know.
No, I picked them for you.
Carmela still hates me then. God, fuck it all!
and the last one is Bobby.
He remains your responsibility until I say he no longer is.
Fair enough. You want to go get a beer, maybe something afterwards?
No. You know what, Bobby? Look at me. I think you best get home to your toys, huh? Your toys and my sister and your loser kids and the ghost of your dead wife. Get back to all the good things you got going on in life.
So good. Anyway.
So, dude, what happened to Lorraine Bracco?
What do you mean?
I mean, she's still.
Is she still working?
I assume so. I mean, I haven't seen her in a little bit, so what the fuck do I know? Maybe she's not. Maybe she's retired. What do I know about
Rocha, you know?
I know it's a good question. I haven't thought about her in quite some time.
Because she was. I bet I could probably do a Lorraine Bracco from Sopranos if I worked. I would have to watch.
Too.
Yeah, but I feel like I could probably.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I know a little bit about her. I know she was in Master Maggie, The Birthday Cake. She's going to be in Pinocchio. This is all just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
You know, Blue Bloods, AJ and the Queen.
That's incredible.
You're on top of this stuff.
Really good at this.
Recall.
She was in Blue Bloods. So was Bonnie. I wonder, that would have been great if they were actually on together, because she does a an impression. Oh, you know what? That's not true. That's not true that she does an impression. She does an impression of Ray Liotta calling out her name.
Oh my God, that's
she does the Karen. She does that. That's what she does. Where are we at right now as far as is anybody? Are we pranking anybody? Are we anywhere close to pranking anybody?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No. We're only
Thanks,
doing
Billy.
something.
Your fucking mouth.
Jesus Christ. This guy.
Cheese and rice.
I mean,
Cheese and rice.
Text me at 7 a.m.
Again, yeah, but you're
doing the shake thing behind Alex is really. Did you
we brought
did you hear about this, Kristian?
Yeah, we talked about it briefly before. Because I was trying to but makes sense.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
He got onto that bed he was offering something.
We're 300 away from Rocha prank calling Gucci, and then after that, so we're about 600 away from Kate prank calling Paul Preston to tell him that he's been traded from the den, and that to me is going to be some of the best acting that Kate's ever done. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So Catherine is going. Where's she going? Oh, Catherine Hahn's joining Knives Out. Who isn't joining Knives Out too?
Everyone.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's in that movie. Is anybody else in that movie? Not in that movie? I mean, it seems like everybody's in that film. Is that and it's Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Both the sequel and the third.
Very smart.
I think Ben Bateman's in the movie. He's been.
Oh yeah, you were talking shit about Bateman. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying he's going to be in the movie now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you? I'm not. What was I going to ask? Did you have you guys watched Mayor from Easttown yet? You guys, anybody?
Oh my God, yeah.
I have the same problem as Ellis. I sit down
Yes.
and I'm like, this is good. Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe. I mean, it's like I cannot keep my little gummy eyes open at a certain point.
Well, why is it? Why? Just because it's boring?
No, because I'm on drugs.
Oh, that's fair. Well,
Sorry,
I
wasn't clear.
Sorry, I thought I
guess.
made that clear.
I thought sorry, guys.
well, I watched. I think it's 4 episodes out of 7.
Yes.
Which is weird. Why 7 instead of 8? And does that? It's kind of a bizarre thing.
That's 7-minute abs.
No, you asshole.
Big Little Lies, I think, was
7 episodes. There's only 7 episodes because there's 3 episodes left. And I really dig this show. I didn't know anything about it except I knew, Kate Winslet. I like Kate Winslet. So it to me is it's almost turning into a True Detective type show. You know? But John, you're digging it?
Love it. We ripped through it in one night, Sunday night. We started at episode, we started at 5 o'clock.
You watched
all in one night. It is so
it's really
fucking good. And the SNL sketch they did on it was even funnier.
They really?
Seen the SNL sketch?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
They shot a thing, which is like making fun of her accent that she does through the whole show. So it's very.
I gave up on for the first time in my life. I gave up, totally just gave up on SNL.
You're not the only one.
I just think it's so unfunny these days. It just used to be it used to be really funny. It's just not funny.
What do you think is the problem?
Writing and the way that you go back to old school sketches and the way that some of these watch the endings of the sketch. There's no ending. It's just
I know what you
it just ends like this will be a funny bit and they just there's no button. There's no this just doesn't seem.
I think that's so interesting you feel that way, Kristian, because I feel like there's a couple of standouts that I'm like, SNL I feel like got funny again because I don't watch the show, but I'll see what they highlight as funny stuff. Yes, and also the mom, I got a robe, the Christmas. Did you see that one?
Oh yes, Chloe.
I did
Chloe
see that.
Bennett's funny.
Yes.
Sadie had seen. I mean, some
I got this robe.
Yeah, that was funny.
I got a Nintendo. I got a PS5. I got a robe.
But do a couple of them come out every once in a while and that was pretty fun. If I see something viral, sure. I don't know. It just doesn't have that energy that it used to have, and I just don't think there's any I think they're all talented people. I just don't think there's any big stars.
Well, that's why Kate McKinnon was the biggest star, I think, because she was the only one that took characters and made them psychotic, which is why the Kristen Wiggs and the Gilda Radners were the best.
I think Kate McKinnon is running into the same problem that Kristen Wiig had, because Kristen Wiig, towards the end before she got out, was relying on the same thing. She would either dance or do something too.
Yeah.
Kate McKinnon relies on the same faces and the same stuff. Even if it's just a normal character, she just and it's just because she's trying to pull that.
She's a really good Kate McKinnon, by the way.
Pull that laugh out, and it's that's not necessary there. But I feel like she's trying to carry the show. I think she's and. I happen to think she's at her best. She was fucking great in Bombshell. She was.
Ben_Rainer donated $45. Hey guys, did you see the new trailer for The Hitman's Wife Bodyguard? I loved the first one, had so much fun with it, and this one looks the same, plus adding Morgan Freeman. What's your fav Ryan Reynolds movie that not Deadpool or Deadpool 2?
Van Wilder's is one of the ones that for sure. I still wish he would have done Fletch. I would have. Right. I remember in that book. He would have been perfect for that. I think that there's a movie that he did, a romantic comedy, that
with Sandra Bullock.
No, that one's not bad. That one's not bad.
That one's so good.
It was. What the hell was it?
You talking Just Friends? You talking Just Friends?
I would rather fart into a bag and keep it with me at all times and watch that movie.
You're insane.
What? Just Friends is funny.
Just Friends is great.
I hate that movie. I hate.
What about Green Lantern?
What happened to you?
Oh no, thank you. But it's what's the one that he did? It was him and was it fucking? I feel like that scene in Clerks. You ever seen that movie with that guy that came out last year?
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Look what it is. It's 2009, 2010, that area.
Change Up.
No, it wasn't Change Up, but it's a good movie.
Abigail Breslin with the daughter.
Yeah. What was that one, Steph?
Definitely maybe.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe. Okay. Definitely.
It's so great that my parents left town, but I'm still hanging out with one of them right now. This is a game I play with my parents. It was a movie with the guy and the
Yeah, that's it.
The blonde girl.
Yeah.
you know, she was dramatic and she got broken.
Kristian, it's your mother. Listen, I watched something on the HBO last week. It was the actor. He was in that movie. You know, the one that you and your brother liked. Yeah, that one. Do you know which actor and what movie that was? It came out somewhere in the last like 50 years.
Wait, you guys, speaking of parents, the funniest thing happened to me. So Kate and I were our dads, and someone tweeted, Dana Sabraw and George Mulligan can get it. Meanwhile, I get an email from my dad and a call. It says, check your email, call me right away. It's a security alert from the Marshals, the U.S. Marshals. It's being like, flagging this tweet that says Dana Sabraw can get it. He goes, what does can get it mean? I'm like, Dad, it's a term of endearment. I imitate, like, it's not a big deal. And he goes, that's funny. I'll tell them. Just leave it.
You can't fuck around.
No, and then he goes, Steph, you can get it. I'm like, no. Hold the phone. I didn't explain it right. Nope. Don't say that to your clerks. Nothing. Shut it down.
Don't say it to your kids.
Stephanie, that's such a crazy life you live in. Like, you've got, like, and of course he needs to be protective, but like, that's scary.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually kind of happy they were on it like that.
Yeah.
No one's tweeting about random like judges, so it was funny.
Still, it just shows you. It's like, don't fuck around.
Yeah, you really can't like throw out random digs. Yeah.
Did you? But anyway, Steph, you haven't watched Mayor yet?
No.
You should. It's really good. So you know what it's about?
No, it's Mayor
of Easttown.
That's not. Oh, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah. So she's what's it? Pennsylvania, right, Rocha?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Small town.
She's a detective, and there's what first opens up is that there's been a missing girl for like the last year, and happens to be like a friend of hers, her daughter. But then that still hasn't been saved. She hasn't been solved. She was the main detective on the case, and that hasn't been solved. Then something else happens inside of the show, and it's like, okay, here's another thing that she's got to deal with. Plus, the reason I like the show is it's so layered. It's so layered. Yep. And John, again, because I'm terrible with actresses' names, and actors' names. Who's the mother?
Jean Smart.
She is, that relationship with her and Kate Winslet.
Jean Smart's amazing.
Yeah.
Jean Smart and Kate Winslet together, they should have their own sitcom. Yeah. They are so good together. Their chemistry, I believe that they are mother and daughter. Like Steph, you watch the first episode, you'll be hooked.
Okay, yeah, it's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Mayor of Easttown. Okay, I will.
Really good. Yeah,
that's her name.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for another 2 weeks until the 6th episode airs, so I can just binge it all that weekend.
Great.
Of the finale.
Oh, it's new. Damn, yeah, I'm in this.
Yeah,
and Evan Peters, Guy Pearce. Okay, cool.
Evan Peters.
I also watched a newer movie the other day. Also, Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. Have you heard of this one?
I'm sorry to change the subject here, but going back to Evan Peters, he's
great.
Fantastic in WandaVision.
Yeah,
I've never liked him in American Horror Story. I felt like he was. I don't know what's wrong with me that like I just didn't know he was a good actor. He goes balls to the wall in WandaVision in a way that I'm like, oh, this kid's good.
So have you not seen him in the X-Men movies?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
he's really good.
So that character,
he's Silver Surfer.
No, he's Quicksilver. So
Quicksilver.
Come on, Kate.
But go watch him in those movies, and that's why it was such a big reveal when he was, because Kick-Ass plays him in the MCU, Quicksilver, right? And then he gets and then he dies off in Ultron. So that was the big reveal. It's like, oh shit, they just brought in the other Quicksilver. Does that mean it's a tie-in from the X-Men movies? That was the big thing with WandaVision. But he is great in Mayor of Easttown. Like really good in that show. Like he's. Yeah,
is he playing the same character in WandaVision then? No.
Well,
from the X-Men movies.
You think that he is, but he isn't. It's bizarre. Alex, that's real nice. What's that from? Is that from today?
Yeah, that's your Kate McKinnon impression.
Good. You know what that makes me realize? That I got to drop about 25 pounds.
Oh,
Christian, it's all I've been thinking about my face this entire show. By the way, I'm just like I keep like trying to find a camera angle where this isn't happening.
I look like Jim Carrey, Fire Marshal Bill.
Kate, you look like you're about to host a dinner party right now.
Yeah.
I look like I'm supposed to be the first guest at that dinner party.
Rayquaza donated $20. I thought Ryan Reynolds was pretty good in Detective Pikachu. The movie could have been better though. I'm still waiting on a sequel though. Pika Pika.
Pika Pika. I like the movie.
All right, we're at 277 here, everybody. So once again, the reason we are do donations in general, we have a very large crew on SEN. We've been doing this show now since November 1st of 2019, which is pretty crazy when you say it like that. But I wanted to let everybody know that the reason why we're able to continue to have people on the show do the things that we're doing is because of your generous donations. The fact that we're able to hit these goals, it allows us to expand the Schmodown, expand SEN, do things, look for new studios, that type of stuff. So if you're able to today, try to help us get to that goal. I mean, look, the big goal we want to try to get to today is 800. We really want to try to get Paul Preston to have Kate feel really uncomfortable. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. So what was oh, yeah, there's something Alex had just texted me, and we'll have to do that in just a moment. I wanted to let everybody else know, we already talked to you guys about BetterHelp before, but ladies and gentlemen, there's something else I do want to talk to you about, and that is Clear. As you know, Clear is a sponsor of this show, and what you're able to do is you can fly safer and easier with Clear. Clear's secure identity platform. It lets you use just your face or eyes to move quickly and effortlessly through security at over 50 airports, stadiums, concert halls, and venues nationwide. Because with Clear, all you need is to open up. Clear is all you need to open up a world of frictionless experiences. And I'm looking forward to this because we're gonna. I guess I can say this. It's not locked, but New York in October is looking very realistic to do a live event. It's looking very realistic. Not locked, but just looking very realistic. I want to let you guys know that because I'm going to be flying, and for me now knowing that we are with Clear, it creates that frictionless journey experience, a faster, effortless way through securities at airports and beyond. They make it easier to do what you love. You use your face or your eyes for safer touchless entry at airports and stadiums. Enrolling is quick. It is easy. Get started online and finish at the airport with the help of a friendly Clear ambassador. There's no appointment necessary. Once you're done, you can use Clear right away. You join over 5 million people who are already using Clear for seamless experiences nationwide. Once you become a member, you can use Clear across the network, including airports, stadiums, arenas, concerts, offices, restaurants. Clear members can add up to 3 friends or family members to their account for a discounted rate of only $50 each per year. Plus, kids under 18 can tag along for free. So this is a this is big for me. It's big for family. I'm starting to plan out vacations and know that I'm going to be doing more live events. So don't forget. Don't forget to make sure you check out Clear, and it is the secure identity platform that creates frictionless journeys at airports and beyond. So make sure that you head on over to clear.com, clearme.com/SEN Live, and use the code SEN Live. That's CLEARME.com/SEN Live. The code is SEN Live for your first 2 months of Clear for free. Clearme.com/SEN Live with the code SEN Live, because Clear members can add up to 3 friends or family members to their account for a discounted rate. It's really it's great. So check it out. Check out Clear. Link is in the description.
Something else?
We have some. Oh, sorry, Alex, but we have some pretty big news in the chat. Christian, a gentleman named Brett Sheridan is there. Yeah. Brett Sheridan, I think. Brett Sheridan, and he's wanting to know if we're going to talk about movie news.
Yes. So there's this movie called "The Flirtenflaus Got Anally Probed at the Airport," and that TSA was going to we were going to prank you by having TSA give you an anal cavity search, and we were going to have.
Joke's on you. I liked it.
Putting the pinky in the stinky. So yeah, see this guy's. I can't do Thursday. Then stay out of the chat.
James Lavario donated $20. Speaking of SNL, I just found that damn Michael Che on HBO Max. Has anyone seen it? I was totally into it from the very beginning and watched all episodes in one sitting. And I also watched Greenland last night. Not as terrible as most of his movies.
Which one? Green Lantern?
Greenland.
Oh, talking about Gerard Butler?
Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah, Green Lantern's okay. You know what? You know which movie that he was in that again no one really talks about is the
Tell us.
What's Preacher's Machine Gun? Is that what it's called?
Jamison Bognuda donated $20. I hope you're feeling well today, Rocha. Being a single man during the pandemic has been no fun, but now that I too am fully vaccinated, I just have one thing to say. Where the white women at?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Kate.
Where the white women at?
Oh, hi,
Blazing
Kate.
Saddles reference there. Love it. Yeah. I had my shot 2 days ago. I'm feeling much better today. Yesterday was touch and go, but
it's crazy how it just like disappears. It's
Dude.
like
It just goes away.
It goes away. The way that I've been describing it is, it's like it feels like depending on how you do, it feels like either a mild hangover or a bad hangover. That's what it feels like, and it's like you got to drink a lot of water, and you got to drink a lot of Gatorade. It's what I did. I could have been in the Fish movie with Del Toro. I drank so much water. I was in.
You said to me, yeah, you were like, have you been drinking an insulting amount of water? And I was like, yes, except for when it hit, it was after this show.
AJ donated
because I don't drink enough
$50.
during
Can
the
we
show.
get the Mad Hatter as Zafflet and Flouse's TSA agent?
Absolutely. Hey, I got a story to tell you. There was a German superstar. This is a weird one. So I went up to him and I said, "Hey, we've got to check. We got to check you. So bend over, sweetie." And he said, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is why I carried this, because I was hoping this was going to happen." So I said, that doesn't usually happen. Normally people are upset with the fact that I'm telling them to spread them. This motherfucker turned over and said,
Ascute_1 donated $25. I've just rolled out of bed. I have no clue what's going on today, but I used to love Mask growing up. A car with gull-wing doors actually flying? Give me more of that.
Well, that just interrupted everything I was saying. But hey, you put in towards the goal of Paul Preston getting pranked on a Thursday. So, yeah. So look, the flirt and flouse. When I grabbed him by the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, balls. When I grabbed him by his balls, he said, "Thank you so much. Please now insert this into my stinker." I said, "This is enough for me," and I quit. I now work at Wood Ranch.
Wood Ranch.
You just ruined. Nothing could ruin Wood Ranch for Ellis except for that now.
Hey, welcome, Mr. Ellis. Here's your booth. Would you like your iced tea now and the same salad that you've been getting for 4 years?
Yes, we get it. We get it. Dressing on the side. I tried, Christian. I couldn't do it.
It's all right.
Not bad.
Do you know Lorraine Bracco is a practitioner of Shotokan Karate?
Oh my God! Wow.
I knew that off the top of my head.
I'm sure that you did.
You're a poet, Alex.
The top of his head just happens to be to
Demon
the right
Slayer
of him.
donated $20. So now that I'm the top grossing film released in 2020 worldwide, I'm gonna need Jeff Snyder to get a 5-point question about me just to watch him rage by losing on an anime question.
What was that? Who was it that did that?
Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about that. So now the top grossing. What is Demon Slayer? What is
It's
that?
an anime film.
It's a movie.
It's an anime film.
Any good?
I don't know. Ben liked it. Goddard did, and he went to see it, and it's beaten Mortal Kombat's beaten everything. So it's kicking ass over there in the theaters.
I need to
It
watch
shows you how
that.
disconnected I am from all of it. No idea anymore. But yeah, okay. Well, thank you for that donation. It's wonderful that you put that. We are, by the way, we're $85 away from Rocha prank calling Gucci.
Oh my God.
I gotta go. I
Yeah.
gotta get out of here.
Well, I think we're gonna do that. So that's gonna happen. But we are about little under 400 away from Kate prank calling
Paul
Preston and telling him he's been traded from the Den to the Finstock Exchange for John Rocha.
It's very. I got to tell you, it really is believable.
Well, we got it.
Ascubed_1 donated $20. I refuse to apologize for interrupting a bit. But here's more money, you filthy animals.
It's fair. Thank you. It's fair.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's absolutely it's fair. Do we have? We got some more Streamlabs in there.
Yeah, let me get them pulled up real quick.
Go ahead, Alice. Why don't you pull those up there, will you?
While I do that, I want to pull up something else. Something else.
You just want to pull it, whip it out.
Easy. See, you did do it. See, Steph, that is inappropriate. That is inappropriate. That is very inappropriate. This goes back to the conversation that Steph and I and Mike. I wish it was on. It was such a great conversation of like the do's and the don'ts of what you actually can say and the reason why certain stereotypes exist and why they should for as far as when it goes to women and men. And it was a very interesting conversation that for example, Alex says, oh, I'm gonna pull it up, and Steph says, whip it out, and Alex goes, whoa! While if Steph, lift your shirt. Hey, you fucking creepy asshole, get out of here, as well should be. You're at a bar and a girl walks by the bar and a guy walks by at the bar. A guy smiles at the girl. She says, hi, everything's cool. Guy smiles. Oh, she wants to fuck. No, she wants a mojito. You asshole.
Crushed mint. Thank you.
I don't know the recipe. Mint.
That's right.
Crush it. Some sparkling water. A little sugar. I don't know. Make it.
Hey, Kate, how you doing over there, Kate?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, listen, I got to be honest with you. I've been popping in there. They don't have me on anymore since the change in government in the beginning of the year. They don't have me on anymore.
Yeah.
I've been slipping in left and right, and if that sounds sexual, because it is.
Okay. Well, it was great to talk with you again. Good to see you again.
Hey, we remember we have to go.
Steph.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We have to go.
How you doing there, girl?
We have like our friend. Remember, we told our friend we were gonna.
Cat.
I don't like the fact that you're ignoring me, Steph. You're still green on this show. I'll tell you that. I may fit in like a glove, but I was here before you. I'll tell you that much. Who's got? I need some.
I
am thirsty right now, though.
So listen, maybe you're coming around to my part of the woods, and we'll go get a milkshake at a diner. There's one right over here. It's delicious. You can check the cheeseburger.
True.
Yeah, we are just so busy. Is the
you still in the room? Steph showed up.
But hold on.
You're doing it all wrong. You haven't walked up to them. You got to grab them. You know we got to grab them.
Just grab them. Just take what's yours.
Just grab them really hard. They pay attention to you at that point.
Yeah.
Dude, I've actually never felt.
You can order wings or no?
I have never felt as seen as Kristian saying.
Ascubed_1 donated $20. Now I have to head off as I have a friend coming in from out of town today. I'll catch the audio later when I have the chance. Thanks for all the laughs.
Thank you. Have fun with your friend. Kristian, I'm telling you, I've never felt as like understood as when you're like, oh, are you still here? Steph's in the room now, because that's exactly.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly like that's A, how it should be, and B, so deeply true.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to go to Six Flags together, and I'm like actually nervous about my safety at Six Flags.
I think we should be our dads at Six Flags.
Should.
We don't need anyone talking to us.
And by the way, for the moron in the room that was like, "Oh, is that a stereotype voice?" That's my friend from school. To this day, my friend James goes, "That what people don't understand is that is your most accurate impression." like shit. Like, hey, not for nothing, but we're gonna go to the bar. We go to the bar. I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna stay there probably till like 3 a.m. And
is he married?
He is.
Steps in
How is that a stereotype? Shut up, you idiot.
What is he?
I mean,
it is literally my friend from back home who is
also like stereotypes are not. It's I don't know. Like impressions are stereotypes. Like you're like I'm stereotyping.
You're making
Holly
a pattern
Hunter.
of a character.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway.
It's very nice to see.
I'd like to see Holly Hunter in Mayor of Easttown. She'd be perfect in Mayor of Easttown.
Who is?
Holly Hunter. She'd
be
perfect taking Kate Winslet's spot.
Go ahead.
I just really like Pennsylvania. It's a really nice place. The only thing is I really wish that I hadn't always been on gummies when I watched the show, because then I could probably do a funnier impression and actually talk about something that's in the show. But Mayor, I think the one thing I can say is that Mayor is not Mayor. It is Mayor, as in female horse.
Horse.
You're gonna say with that Pennsylvania accent.
Oh my god.
Speaking of horse, we got a horror match tomorrow during the Walking Dead Survivors Presents Expo 64, Skybound's latest expo event. That's tomorrow, May 14th at 10 a.m. PT, but the match will be airing at 11:35 a.m. on the Skybound YouTube channel. You can get more information at skyboundexpo.com, and the horror exhibition match will be featuring VIDEODREW, William Bibbiani, and Adam Collins, and someone special on the calling the match will be Mark Ellis and special guest Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead and Invincible.
That's so exciting.
So we will be ending the show a little bit early tomorrow so that we can direct people to go watch that on the Skybound YouTube channel.
I was excited, even the fact, like, asking Robert to be part of it, right? So when we came up with the idea, because we had a couple of different ideas of what we were going to do for the expo. And then we're like, we should do the horror trivia and get some competitors. I was like, how great would it be if Robert Kirkman was on the desk? And so it took literally just, hey, do you want to do this? Like, yeah, it sounds fun. I want to do it. And I was like, he's the best. So it's a lot of fun. It's going to be, you guys are going to have a lot of fun watching. It's Skybound Expo. It's tomorrow. It's 11:30. So thank you, Alex.
Do you want me to move Brett and Kate's play date, even though it's not Brett and Kate tomorrow?
Who you on with?
It's usually at 1.
No, it should be over. The match should be over.
Actually, do you want to do it with me? Because Brett's gone.
He asked me that, but what's 1:30?
It goes 1 to 2, so that we can make sure that we make room for this.
For the match?
So that we have room for the match. Okay.
I think you can.
I want to do it, but I can't do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do it tomorrow.
I'm sorry. I can't, but Sith Council we can do tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. If you didn't know, we're moving Sith Council to Fridays. It's Friday mornings at 9 a.m. So just to let everybody know.
Yeah. To review Bad Batch with y'all.
Yes. All right. Look, we are about $43 away from Gucci getting pranked by Rocha.
Oh my God.
Yep. And bless you. And 343. Whose bell is ringing in the back? Is that you, Alex?
Okay. Sith Council, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Sith Council, don't forget, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Steph Sabraw, Kristian Harloff, Seth Council.
Set your alarms.
Set your alarms.
Hey,
John, do you need to leave? John, honey? Do you need to evacuate?
Hey, Siri. Is John Rocha an idiot? She said that's not nice.
Yeah, she did. It's because it's not nice. It's not nice what you say.
Nice.
And the mean things you say, I don't appreciate.
It's don't you do? Hey, you can't make old lady voices. It's a stereotype.
That's a stereotype. No one actually sounds like this.
What do you do next? Are you gonna impersonate a young person, or what's next? What's next, Rocha? A dog? You're gonna impersonate a dog? Don't do that. You can't impersonate dogs. They can't defend themselves. Don't impersonate a dog. And what are you going to do to that? A cat? Oh, so what? Cat likes to be out on its own. That doesn't mean anything. It means it's independent. You're going to make fun of cats for being independent? What's next? What's next, Rocha? Going to make fun of independence in general? You can't do that. You can't make fun of independence. What are you going to do next? Make fun of America? Because we were independent back in the 1700s. That's what happened. You're going to make fun of people. You're going to make fun of people. You're going to make fun of people who like numbers? Is that what's next? Oh, you don't like Beautiful Mind? Oh, you don't like Ron Howard? Well, come on, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't make fun. Oh, you don't like movies in general? You can't do that, Rocha. It's like
you just personified anxiety in a voice. And that's what lives in my head.
Personified Twitter.
Yeah. The YouTube chat.
Yeah. And what's next? You can't make fun of your friend. You can't make fun of his voice. If you do that, you're doing a stereotype of a voice. You can't do that. You can't do that. Don't do that. Don't make fun of voice. You know what? Why are you talking? You can't do that. Don't make fun of language. What are you making fun of language because you're talking? Don't do that.
Brett said in the chat earlier, I really like the old Toad Hop days better. This is nothing like that. Unsubscribe. No one bags on them like that Brett does, and he does it in such a sort of nice way you don't even realize he's being totally scathing.
Jameson Bagnuda says, Way to be stereotypical to oversensitive actors. Can't do that. Can't do it.
Azamishra donated $40. Thank all of you for your content.
Oh, shit.
I absolutely love this show. You help me get through every day. I want to support but want to know what helps more. Is Patreon the best way to keep you all going if only $510 a month? Or is a Shmeebot better?
The Schmobot, not Schmobot, the Patreon for sure. Patreon because honestly, even though like we have some fun here, we try to put in comedy to make sure that, you know, when we hit our goals, you guys are getting laughs out of it. It's almost like paying to see a comedy show. That's the way that we equate it, right? The Patreon, you're getting a lot out of it also, besides just the laughing, but you're getting a lot out of it. We're doing 3 pay-per-views.
PC Wahlberg donated $20. Can't give your opinion about Star Wars on the internet. People don't like that. Wait. No, they actually don't. Oh no.
No. Can't do that. You can't even make fun of that. You can't say that. Don't do that. Everyone's offended. You can't be offended. Are you making fun of people who get offended? I'm offended. You're offended that people are offended.
Super rude of you, Kristian.
It's a good Wahlberg, man.
Yeah.
It really is a good Wahlberg.
It ain't Dan Merle Wahlberg, but it's a good one.
No, it's not. It's true. All right, Rocha, put your speakerphone on.
Why?
Because we hit the goal.
Wait, I got to call.
I actually don't have my phone.
This is my favorite about Rocha. Rocha does, for people who don't know, just because I know John for so long, John's brain just shuts off for some reason. Like whatever, he'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know that." You mean the fact we just had a 20-minute conversation about it? Yeah, but I was thinking about like, my next hat. I'm like, oh, okay, great. So so you got to
say what's going on?
You're nothing. We were just giving you compliments. So you go to speaker. We got to call. You got to really sell this. You got to say, hey man, you should be angry and say Barbarian is trying to rival up some of the guys, and I'm trying to make these pushes, and it's just too much. He's taken over the faction right now, and I've told him that I'm not in for it. And would you be opposed to the fact if I went to Kristian and said, I think that maybe we'll make a big story thing and you trade me because I just can't work with the guy anymore. So let's see. Do you think you can sell it?
Go back to the first part. Do what now?
Used to be. See, this is your old age. Back in the day, the Outlaw, you give him a note, be like, "This is where I need you to go with the storyline." He nails it. Now it's like, sure, I got all that except any of it.
Look at my age. Anyway, all right, let's do this thing.
All right, so
Am
you're
I
gonna
doing on speaker?
put him on speaker. You put the speakerphone to the fucking microphone, and you got to
Is that
sell
how
it.
it works?
Yeah, and sell it.
He might not pick up. He might be
I'm gonna
upset.
mute myself.
Yeah.
It's as loud as it gets. Should I leave a voicemail if he doesn't pick up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him back. Call me back right away.
Okay.
Oh, he might, because his number pops up, so just be careful. You've reached
323.
No.
Yeah. Wait till it beeps. All right.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may
Back
hang
on the
up
road.
or press 1 for more options.
Yo, brother. I really hate that I have to make this call, man, but I'm kind of done with Craig. And I'm kind of done with him thinking that he manages this faction, thinking that he's in control of everyone on our crew, and him deciding the slices, him deciding what we're good at. I mean, he came at me and was like, "Hey, you need to do this, you need to do that." I can't do this anymore, bro. I mean, I went with you in this situation, and we thought we were doing great to get Craig on, and we're going to be awesome. But what's been going on now? I can't do it. I'm about to have a huge match against Lightning Time, and my brain is kind of like not there 100% because of all this madness. So, I think I'm gonna. You got to trade me. I can't do this anymore, and I hate to screw JTE over like this. Or maybe you trade both of us. I don't know what the option is because I think we've tried everything to handle this, and at the end of the day, this is the 8th season. I've been in this thing for 7 seasons, and I just my patience for this kind of nonsense is at an end. So, brother, whatever you need to do to swing a trade, make it happen, because I just can't do this anymore. I love working with you, brother. It's been a great year with you, but I just, as much as I love the Barbarian, it's all just too much. It's overwhelming. So call me back when you get this. I know you're on set handing out walkie-talkies to a bunch of nobodies. So just call me back when you get a chance. I love you.
Oh my God.
The Oscar goes to.
Now here's
amazing.
Now, you like that direction? You
it was good.
Right,
it was good. But here's
oh, here come the notes. Here come the notes from Spielberg.
No notes.
Right.
No, your performance was excellent. No notes on the performance. But here is 100% what is going to happen.
What's that?
Bobby Gucci will listen to none of that. He's not going to listen to what he's going to do. He's going to call you back or text you.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do. So we'll see. But it was really good. It was really good. All right. So look, that was the goal for that. Now, Kate is on the clock. Kate is on the clock.
Can I outact Rocha? I don't know.
So we're at right now.
That was really good.
We'll pick up when you see
we're about 270, a little bit, 280 away from the goal. 280 from the goal, and once we hit 280, Kate is now going to call Paul Preston, but tell him he's actually been traded to the exchange. That will be something, because I think that's going to be. Yeah, that'll be the question. Is how long can she sell it? Is the big question. Or what we should also try to do if we can't get in touch is that maybe
he'll pick up. I'm telling you, Preston will see me calling and we'll pick up.
Do you think that if we get to 1,000, do you think that if we had Rocha call Roxy, do you think she would believe it if we said that if Rocha called, because she doesn't think Rocha's on the show on Thursdays. So if Rocha called her up and was like, hey, do you think you would, if I could get Gucci to do it, would you do Andreyko for me? I don't know if I want to. I don't know.
They're still champions, right? They're still
champions, probably not.
So,
probably not yet. All right. Anyway, so let's
Streamlabs.
Yeah, go ahead, Streamlabs, Alex. Go do it.
All right, JEOH2 says, yo, would love to have y'all in Houston again. We'll never forget Gucci talking with me about hollering at women in front of my girlfriend at the time. I watched The Pelican Brief, and Denzel and Julia have chemistry but never hook up. Are there any other notable examples of this for you?
So there's a reason behind that with The Pelican Brief.
Tell him.
So Denzel Washington said that he had he was, I think, and John, you quote me on this more so, but he was concerned about the reaction of how at the time it was like 92, 93 of a black man kissing a white woman at the in the lead. He was concerned about it. I don't want to quote him exactly, but it was, but that's and then that was the why. I think that when they asked Julia Roberts about it, but I can't remember the exact reason why. John, is that pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, it was a studio, and like Denzel was concerned about it because the studio had made a big deal about the fact we can't have an interracial relationship be the lead. I mean, I know that seems only 20-some years ago, but it's incredible how far we've come now. But yeah, at the time, it was a massive deal. Even Will Smith, remember Will Smith never had a white woman as his co-lead. It was Salma Hayek or Eva Mendes, and Hancock was kind of close to that, but not really. So it was a lot of these black stars weren't allowed to have white women as the co-stars in the main feature films. The independent films you could do that, but the main feature films studios had an issue with it. So it's crazy.
I think that's where it came from. Okay, what's next, Alex?
All right, Garth Arnett McMurray says, idea for a prank. Rachel Silvestrini met Kevin Smith this week at a pop-up movies in Texas. Call her and tell her that Kevin Smith loved meeting her and he wants to match with her.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that to her.
No, yeah.
I couldn't.
No. Call her and say Kevin Smith really hated meeting her and doesn't ever want to have. That's the prank.
If I called her up and said, hey, so I just spoke to Kevin, like, what did you say to him? Because
That's it.
That after the interaction, like that he doesn't want to do the matches anymore. Like, what happened?
What'd you say
like
about the show?
like
Oh
that
my
I could get her with because then I would just say after I'm like, you're on SEN, you can prank. She be you asshole. That's what'll happen.
Christian, I'm gonna need a safe word with you.
Patricia Metz donated $20. My mom's moving and I've been packing my little sister's room. She lives in the same town. Why am I doing this? Then I remember she works and takes college classes. I'm only searching for both a job and someone to teach me. Wink wink. Thanks for the laughs.
Hello.
Thank you, Patricia Metz.
Thank you very much. Oh yes, so look at that. Kate, you're about 260 from the relationship. And usually towards the end of the show is usually when they start coming in. So we're 260 away from Kate making a phone call to
within the same phone call, depending on how down the spiral we go. Do I also get to reveal to him that it's a prank?
Very end, yes, you do.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Hey everybody. It's time for another Streamlabs. Go ahead,
Woo! Hell yeah, let's do this. All right, next Streamlab from Justin Square. Happy almost Friday, SEN crew. I don't know if this is too much a peek behind the curtain, but I am just curious about something. What part of your job that's off camera that is the most fun for you? What can be tedious at times?
Sleeping is the most fun.
Good.
Travis Gilbert donated $50. This will get me in trouble with my wife and with Kate, but I need to see Kate make this call.
Well,
he's one of my I think he's actually as Paul Preston keeps calling them,
Omar
a Kegel.
underscore Mia donated $35. Eid Mubarak to my SEN family. I want to thank you, Kristian, and the entire team for keeping me happy during a very difficult time in my life. I just got an offer letter for a new job and my third child is due any day now. I love you all so much.
Thank you.
Who is that? Sorry, I didn't.
Omar Mir.
Omar, congrats on the third baby.
Yeah.
And the job.
How nice of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate both those big donations.
Travis, you should.
Yeah, thanks to the Kegels.
Yes,
thanks to the Kegels and the Denonites.
Yeah, Kate, you are 177 away from making this phone call. 177. I feel, and with 15 minutes to go, I think you should start figuring out exactly. So Jameson Bognana.
I should probably text him in advance to be like, "Hey, I have to talk to you about something serious. Are you around?"
If we hit it, but if we don't hit it, you'll look like an idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we get to, you know what, Kate will send the text when we hit 700, which we're $80. Then you send the text, and that means it's looking like it's going to happen. So, Jameson Bognana once again says, Kristian Harloff causing his co-host anxiety attacks since 2020. I would say 2014, more or less. We've been doing pranks. The best prank still to this day was the Katie Sackhoff Jeremy Johns prank. That was the best one.
Oh my God! Wow,
it's really good. And I haven't played it in a while. Did you guys ever hear the Wrong Number Dana?
No.
Okay.
Wrong Number Dana.
Yeah, Wrong Number Dana.
Oh wait, I might have.
I doubt it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So this is
no. I heard Patty Boy.
Yeah, this is Wrong Number Data. This is Dana here. So to set this up, this is when we were on the Toad Hop Network.
Oh, those were the good days, Kristian.
But way before you were on the show. And we got a phone call from somebody who thought they were calling into the Nick Ritchie show and not our show. So this was me as I was taking this call. So on this particular day, we got a random phone call. We have told her that she was calling. We could have told her she was calling into the wrong show, but that's not.
All right. So, hey, Schmobil, who do we got?
My name is Dana.
Dana. What's up, Dana? How are you?
Where are you calling from, Dana?
I'm real good. I'm calling from Oxnard.
Okay. So, what do you have to say, Dana?
Well, I'm definitely interested in the whole dynamic of the couples therapy. It's just amazing how. I mean, first of all, I'm a huge fan of yours, Nick. I think it's fantastic that you tell the truth and tell people like it is. And that's how I'm always like that. I get trouble for my mouth all the time.
Are you talking about couples therapy?
Yeah. It's fantastically crazy. I couldn't be in a room with that girl. She's nuts.
I agree, especially if you saw what she did last Tuesday. It was unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Like, if you did you ever? And apparently, they cast her in a film.
Oh my God!
It's unreal.
That's ridiculous.
But where do you go from here? What's the next step, Dan?
What's gonna happen though, Dana? Like
they definitely have to break up.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah.
How do you make that work? How do you make it work?
There's no way you can make it work. That's ridiculous. How can you be with somebody that's older than your damn parents? That's insanity.
It's disgusting, and I want to write a letter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just horrible. They're going to do what they do, but there's no way it's going to last.
Right,
no way in hell.
All right. Well, Dana, do me a favor though, too. Because we are big fans of there's a podcast called The Schmoes Know, which we're also friends with. Let them know your thoughts on this, and you should follow them on Twitter as well. All right. The Schmoes Know. Sure. Okay. Thanks for the call, Dana.
No problem. And you know what? I just want to tell you, I hope you and Shane make it. I adore her. She's awesome, and I wish you both the best.
Thank you. I love her to death, and I love you for calling. Thank you.
You're a fucking monster. It's disgusting.
I'm gonna write a letter.
You, the smoothness with which you adapted to that lie is staggering. It's chilling, Kristian. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
It wasn't even a second between when you realized and then when you moved to the next thought.
You listen in the back. Tiffany Smith goes, "You're talking about counseling?" And then our engineer at the time was like, "I think she's calling in." And I go, and you watch me on TV. I go, "Shut up!" And I cause I didn't want her to know, so I was like, "Let's just go with it." It's like, it just reminds me of those days, like when people, when I get calls from like telemarketers, like I just go. I miss the days when I could go into that. When I just like, I remember one time, they were like, "Oh, is this so and so?" "Yeah, this is his brother." And they're like, "So but we're looking for. We can't give the information unless it's so and so." "Yeah, but my brother trusts me. What do you got for me?" I said, "No, but well, do you live with him?" "Sometimes. Just depends on where I'm at. But a lot of times I'm around. Like, "Well, we don't know if we can share this information." "Look, buddy, you can share it with me. I'm not going to tell him anything." And you just keep him on the phone. It's like, why not?
That's a better tactic than getting mad. You just fuck with them.
You just fuck with them. That's what I do all the time. Like, look, it's not their fault. They're doing their job, but like, I'm not allowed to have fun.
Yeah.
But, hey, this is so and so for blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, I haven't been to blah 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 in like 10 years." I love it.
Love you guys.
Right.
There's this guy on YouTube and Twitch that messes with like scam callers.
Yeah.
He uses like a voice changer to sound like an old lady, and he keeps these people on the phone for hours. He had this dude on the phone for 36 hours. It's insane.
Wow. I've seen. I don't know about that particular one, but I think I see he's just keeping them on and having this whole. I love that shit. It's my favorite. And I like fun. When those phone calls used to come in. Like, Wrong Number Dan is one of my favorite things that we ever did. Kate, you might be.
That was my dating technique in high school, keeping them on the phone for 36 hours till they said yes.
Yeah, and then letting them out of the basement.
Yeah, persistence.
Yeah, exactly. Persistence. That's what I was told it was.
Well, look, so we're 180 away, Kate. So you might be all right. Might be all right. You're 180 away, so with 8 minutes to go, it might be all right.
Kate's like wrapping up her hair ready for game time.
I'm like, okay.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be a good way to close out the show. A good way to close out the show.
What happened with Goddard?
What about Goddard? What he do?
When we did the prank, it was like the last
right
second ringer.
Right at the end. Yeah. So we need to figure out. if we can do this. Are there any more Streamlabs, Alex?
I got a hard out at 12. So if
just shut your fucking mouth.
I'm telling you the truth. I got a hard out at 12.
All right, go ahead.
Garth Arnes McMurray says Matt Link made a great video clip of when I requested Brett as Elmo and stuff doing Rick and Ilsa in the end scene of Casablanca. It was so wonderful, and Matt used the movie footage with the audio from Brett and Steph. Check it out on Twitter and share it around.
$30. That's great. Oh. All right, $30. $30. Thank you, PC.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So, So again, we're 147. 147. We are 147 away.
PLD donated $20. You would love my old man. He does this to every telemarketer that calls him. One time he had a telemarketer buying something from him by the end.
Oh my gosh.
That's the best. It is the best. It's one of the things I miss about, the phone calls when they come in. I just because you can get now. Sometimes I do pick up the unsolicited calls for moments like that, and I'll be honest, even if I'm not on the air, sometimes I do it just for fun. It's
how I train. It's how I practice.
Gives me a kick. Gives me a real kick to say, today I convinced somebody in order to sell me a new phone or to get an upgrade, they would have to eat a bag of pretzels with me on the air.
Subscribe to the Schmodown.
That's right. Hey, so hi, Mr. So-and-so. Do you, are you looking to upgrade on your blah, blah, blah? No, but I really like pretzels.
Are you looking to upgrade?
No, but Steph, be a telemarketer and give me a call.
Hey, is this Kristian Harloff on the phone? Your car warranty has recently run out, and we're hoping to talk to you about that.
Who is this?
This is Mary from Car Warranty 101.
Oh, hi, Mary. I had a friend named Mary back in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But we're calling you today because it is your lucky day. We're worried about you, and we want to make sure that you have enough money so you don't get screwed over by the IRS.
Oh, I get worried about my cat sometimes because the cat gets out of the house and you can't find it for so long. But how's everything going with you? Susan?
It's Mary, and it's so it's
Gosselin
so good
donated
$50.
Oh, Kate,
thank you, T. Gosselin.
Send that text, Kate.
Okay.
All right.
150.
No, it was just so she's gonna send a text to Paul that she's got to call him because we are $77 away from Kate making the phone call. $77 away. So with one tweet, yeah, somebody tweet me. With one donation, we could be getting
legit nervous right now.
Well, you have 5 minutes. Okay. You're about to get it. Here we go. We got any other Streamlabs there, Alex?
Yeah, Christian Vilstrup donated and didn't say anything, so thank you very much, Christian Vilstrup.
You're welcome.
Popcorn says, hi all. Christian, I asked Ellis yesterday about movie release dates since the 2020 movie release dates are wonky. He said, you won't be including 2020 movies in the category. Does that include 2021 movies as well? Thanks.
My favorite questions are about how the questions themselves work or the wheel or releases, because I can honestly say I have no idea. I don't deal with it. So I like to not answer because I can say I have no idea. I let Ellis and PJ and all those guys handle it because I have nothing to do with that. So whatever they want to do. Because that way, that's one less thing for the managers and players to complain to me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Paul is around.
Paul's around. All right.
Said, hey, you around? He's like, what's up?
All right. So with 4 minutes left, Paul Preston is on the ready for this call because we just texted him. And at the moment, let's see.
What's the amount we need?
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm looking because
I'll pay to not do it.
We're 77 away. 77 away from Kate with 4 minutes left.
Gotta get going.
77 away.
Thanks for having me on
with
the show.
3 minutes left.
Connie Rokes.
3 minutes left.
Bye, guys. You guys
3 minutes left.
Oh,
you're gonna bail out?
Tell if John was
I got to bail out at 12. All
right, good.
Okay.
You're gonna do one of your. You have any shows on the network these days?
I have 5 shows back to back today, dude.
Oh, that makes sense.
This is my second one of the morning. So.
Oh, okay.
Have you busy?
Yeah. All right. Well, get out of here then. John Rocha, everybody.
I'll stay.
You want to see? You want to see the show?
Yeah, I want to see.
Well, we got to see. Oh, what a letdown it would be. It's again 77 away, and Preston on the ready.
I feel dizzy. I'm so nervous.
It's possible. Look, it's 3 minutes.
What if he gets so mad he actually doesn't want to play for me?
Fauci donated $20. Breaking news.
Oh, God.
CDC announces Americans who are fully vaccinated against COVID no longer need to wear masks or physically distance indoors or outdoors in almost all circumstances. SEN Live Crew get your asses in studio.
That's real.
Yes.
Schmodown NYC, let's go. Dana donated $20. I love your show, Nick. Can we make a donation goal to get Malcolm a webcam? Also, how much to get Sadie on the show? I feel like that would be hilarious.
Not enough. There's not enough money in the world.
No chance.
Not enough money in the world.
No way. My wife is not a broadcaster. For
760.
not that she wouldn't be good. She'd be really good, but there's no she's just gonna go.
Oh God, he's just said. I said I'll call. He goes groovy. I'm like,
all right. Look, we're $37 away. $37 away from the call with 2 minutes left.
Squirt alert! Mulligan donated $77.
Oh, it's done.
All right, Kate, we hit it. All right, here we go.
I've gotten a 5-minute extension.
All right, you got to sell it, Kate. You got to sell it. All right, speakerphone.
Daniel Medina donated $20. Poor Paul.
Turn that off, please.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Daniel Medina.
Yes, thank you, Daniel.
Oh my God.
Come on, Paul.
What's up, Pooh?
Hi. Okay. I don't even Paul. Okay. So I have to tell you something, and I'm like, I don't know if you can tell, I'm like very nervous. Yeah. Everyone's safe, everybody's okay, but you have been traded as of this morning. And it was like, what?
I thought we were like past the trade deadline.
Yeah, so no, I know. But so this whole thing happened where like because of the free agency deal, it ended, but we can trade from now until then. And Gucci really wanted you, and so I'm getting Rocha and a draft pick for next year, and you're gonna play on the exchange. Which, listen, I there's some positives about this, the barbarian. Yeah, I don't know. I think you would probably be teamed with JTE.
Yes, the barbarian got traded to the suspects.
And by the way, Barbarian's been traded. So because Barbarian's been traded to the suspects. So this is all like.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be fun.
And listen, this is why
You can let him off the hook.
Okay, so the other thing is, you are actually on SEN Live right now, and this is a prank, and I love you so much, and I love you so much, and I would never trade you. I would never trade you. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much.
Okay, listen, I'm more offended that you think I don't watch SEN Live.
Oh, he was watching. That was good. That was good.
Good stuff. Paul's a master actor. I love that.
He's
guy.
good.
You are better at acting than me. Oh my God! Wait, Paul. He hung up on me.
Oh, that's great.
There you go.
Oh, that's good. Oh, look at Kate. Well done, everybody. Good stuff. All right, we hit it. Good job, everybody. Nice job. All right, Rocha, get out of here.
Much love.
Steph,
Thanks for having me on.
See you. Peace. Steph, can you? I know we're doing Jedi. Excuse me. We're doing Jedi or Sith tomorrow. Excuse me. What are you able to host SCN tomorrow? Or not?
Yeah, I'm on the show.
Oh yeah, because Rocha can't do it tomorrow, so we're gonna have you host.
Okay.
So Steph's gonna host. We'll do some fun stuff tomorrow. And again, the horror movie trivia is tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Yes, go ahead, Alex.
Quick, Kristian, we did have a Schmobot from T. Gosling for $77 that came in during the call. So thank you very much, T. Gosling. Just wanted
thank you, T. Gosling. Yes, amazing stuff, guys. Happen here today. We're going to do always the fun ones. The pranks seem to be really popular on Thursday, so we'll continue to do those. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, whole crew. Peace out. Mother ups.
Oh my God.